Hey guys, welcome to Pharma Palette. Today we will be discussing about the skeletal muscle organization with the help of its diagram and the key points to be written in the exam. Skeletal muscle organization. So first we have to know what is a skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle is the muscle which is attached to the skeleton is called as skeletal muscle, and around 40% of the total body mass is made up of the skeletal muscle, and the most important functions are it is useful for the locomotion and it is also useful for the contraction and relaxation. This is the basic introduction of this skeletal muscle. So let's get into its diagram. So this part, it is called as the bone, which is covered by the periosteum, and there is one more part which is looking like this. This portion is called as tendon, and this part we will be calling it as epimysium, and this part we will be calling it as perimysium. So this portion we will be calling it as fascicle. So this part we will be calling it as myofibril, and this part is called as muscle fiber. So here we are trying to learn the skeletal muscle diagram. So here first we will be having a bone which is covered by periosteum. Then if we zoom in this part is known as tendon, and the outer layer is called as epimysium. Inside we have the perimysium. If zoom in one of the structure, we can see the fascicle. Inside it there will be a presence of muscle fiber, and inside it each single part we will be calling it as a myofibril. So this is the basic outline of the skeletal muscle. Now let's see what are the most parts of the skeletal muscle. In detailed way, let's try to draw the diagram again. Now let's try to label this. So this outermost part is called as perimysium, and the inner part is called as endomysium, and these blue colored structures will call it as nucleus. And here this part is again the endomysium. So if we zoom in this endomysium, this will be looking like this. So inside this will be having this sarcolemma, and these long strands will be calling it as a striations. And here this space is called as sarcoplasm, and this part is called as myofibril, and these are the filaments. So this is the complete diagram and labeling of the skeletal muscle. Now let's see what are the points to be included under this. So in the organization, the points to be included are, so the first thing is this is a muscle, and muscle is a whole organ. So that means this will be having many clusters of muscle cells. So first point is muscle means it is a whole organ. So here the muscle cells are formed in clusters, and muscle includes three things. They are First one is muscle fibers. Second thing is myofibers. Third thing is myocytes. So inside the muscle fibers, inside the muscle cells, we have muscle fibers. Each muscle fiber, if you elongate, you can see myofibers. Myofibers, inside them, we will be having myocytes. Coming to the second point. So you have seen one more structure which is called as fascicle. So what is a fascicle? So we have seen in the previous diagram, there is a part called as fascicle, which will be here in this portion. So this one, no, we'll be calling it as fascicle. So what is fascicle? It is simply the portion of muscle, and this will be having packages of muscle cells. Coming to the third point, which is muscle fiber. So this part is called as muscle fiber. So what is muscle fiber? It is simply a single muscle cell. And next part is called as myofibril. What is myofibril? So this part is called as, this orange colored part is called as myofibril. So it is simply the cell organelle of muscle. The portion of myofibril is called as sarcomere. Myofilament is a part of sarcomere. Myofibril will be generally containing protein chains, which are called as the myofilaments. And this myofibrils, they are also called as the elongated protein molecules. Now let me just repeat the entire points to be written under the skeletal muscle organization. First thing is its length. It is 0.1 centimeter to greater than 30 centimeter. Second point is its diameter. So it is 0.001 centimeter to 0.01 centimeter. Coming to the next point, it is a muscle. Muscle is simply the whole organ. It includes the clusters of muscle cells, and this also has muscle fibers, myofibers, and myocytes. And the second point here is the fascicle portion. So fascicle is simply the portion of muscle. That means it has the packages of muscle cells. And next one is muscle fiber. Muscle fiber is the single muscle cell. Next one is myofibril. Myofibril is a cell organelle of muscle, and this is also called as the elongated protein molecule. So this contains protein chains which are called as the myofilaments. And next point is sarcomere. Sarcomere is the portion of myofibril. Next one is myofilament. So it is a part of sarcomere. So simply draw two diagrams and include all these points. Then the skeletal muscle organization will be done. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Pharma Palette. See you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.